For a long time, let me move this first. For a long time, I kept this to myself. This is something I discovered 2024 and I've been using it ever since. Since I've been using this strategy, I've made not less than 20 something thousands of dollars. I think thousands, it is in thousands actually. And I just cannot hold it in again. At this point, I want to share it to as many people as it can help. And I would like to say before we move into this that if you are already making six figures, seven figures in dollars, then this video might not be relevant to you. But if you've not made thousands repeatedly in dollars, then this video is going to be very valuable to you. Now, this is exactly how I have done it. At this point, I'm moving to another phase at another level of execution and results. So I am willing to leave and share what I've done that has gotten me to this point. Let me move forward a little bit. Okay, so let's dive right into it. So the whole thing that I've done from the very beginning, I remember back then when I got my first contract. It was on Upwork actually, but I stopped using Upwork because I didn't like the platform actually. But I remember that I used the same strategy. The guy dropped a job on Upwork, and I reached out to him, not on Upwork. I don't think I can tell you that because it's not completely legal. But I reached out to him and showed that I was willing to go the extra mile. I gave him attention, which is one of the things I'm going to talk about as we move forward in this video. So the first thing you want to know is it is very possible to make money online, and I have done it. I've been doing it. I'm still doing it. Okay, so since 2024 up to now, I'm still doing it. And the strategy that I've been using that I want to share with you as well is something that I wrote this document in 2024 actually, and it's something that I've been using since then. Okay, so and it is built around these three process: hunt, give, propose, and close. If you know how hunters work, hunters go out into the bush to look for animals that they can feed on or sell. So that is exactly the idea behind this strategy. Okay, and yep. So hunt, give, propose, and close. That's literally the whole process. Hunt is the part of the process where you get the people that you can serve. You look for them online, search for them. I am not going to go into the details of how you can do all of that. It is those you can, I believe you can figure that out yourself. And this works on anyone. It can work whether the person is in Uganda or Jamaica, whether the person is the president of Nigeria. It works on anybody. So just find the person that you can serve. The person that you can serve is the person that you can deliver your service to. Okay, whether your service is graphics, video editing, whatever service that you offer, that is the person that you can serve. So hunt is the first part of the process, and in your process of hunting, the first thing that you want to do is put down a list of 100 people that you'd like to serve. Okay, a list of 100 people that you want to offer your service to. They could be companies, there could be people around you, people online, and all of that. Just put on a list of 100 people. I would tell you upfront that executing this is not as easy as it seems, but I know it is very possible. So get a document, write down the name and the email address or the social media handle of those 100 people you want to serve. And then the next thing you want to do is to give. You want to give three things. Okay, you can give all of this. It depends on how much you can execute this. But you can give either of three things. You can give either attention, information, or something valuable. Attention is you making research about them, and after making research about the person, you write in your message that you are sending to the person, you write sort of like a first line, a personalized first line. A personalized first line is like in the first sentence you write them a compliment or something that shows that, oh, this person did not just reach out randomly. This person did some research about me and knows that I am this and I'm that, or I've done this and I've done that. So you can with that, they see that you've given them attention. And when you've given them attention, they are likely to return that back to you. So the next thing you want to give is information. And I would give you an example, a scenario where I actually use this. And I use this for or with a Nigerian brand, Ireland Edu Consulting. I remember back then in 2024. Yes, was it 2024? I think it was in 2024, where I went to their website and I saw that the page was not loading well. No, no. What happened was they had a WhatsApp button. And when I clicked on the WhatsApp button, it wasn't taking me to the WhatsApp, it was taking me elsewhere. So I knew that that was a problem, and I went to meet him to point it out to him. So I gave him that. That was information, right? I went to meet him. I told him about it. So, and at that point, he was willing to hear me out. He was willing to hear me out. So after I told him about it, I then told him what I do. And back then, I was offering um promo videos. I did the voiceover and the editing, and then I was paid for it. So I showed him some of the work that I've already done, which is also very important. Make sure that you do not meet someone without. Make sure that you meet people with portfolio. Don't meet people without portfolio. Portfolio can be just one or two things you've done, so people can see that you know what you're doing. And the third thing, which is um I think this one is the best. Okay, is tangible valuables. I should probably change this. I should probably change that phrase. Tangible valuables. I can use something else now. I wrote this in 2024. I think I've grown. Tangible valuable. What I mean here is, if you're a graphics designer, design a graphics for the 100. Yeah, this your dream 100. Your the 100 people that you want to work with. Design a graphics for them. Or if you're a video editor, you can edit a, a video for them. If you're a website designer, design maybe one landing page for them. Just be creative about this. There's no it's not set in stone. There's no one size fits all. Just think about what can you give this person that can solve their problem. So I sometimes I do all. I give attention, information, and something valuable, like an actual thing that is a deliverable. Okay, so sometimes I give all three. And one thing I wanted to say is that don't attempt to sell anything when you are giving. Okay, and the mindset that you want to use during this process is not, oh, I'm giving so they can give me in return. Just give. Do not over expect that, oh, this should lead to something. If it doesn't lead to something, fine. I mean, the worst that can happen is you design it and it doesn't lead to something. And by doing that design, or by doing that free work, you've already improved yourself. If you've done it intentionally, if you've done it well, you've improved, right? So, and then you also have something to add to your portfolio. So don't attempt to sell anything. Do not attempt to sell anything there. So just give, and after giving, you can then ask. Okay, ask. Many times you might not have to ask. They will be the one to ask how they can, what you actually have to offer. So what you are asking for is, you are asking to add more value, which is why it is very important that you should have a skill or a service that you're providing. For this to really work for you, you should have a skill, because if you are giving something, then you should have something that adds more value to them. It could be a month to month service that you can offer them. It could be managing their social media channel. It could be anything. It's just make sure that after you've given, after the person has responded and appreciated you, you can now ask to add more value. So I think that's it. Honestly, that's it. I'm not all of this. Like, I have systems set up to to consistently do this. Okay, and I do it at this point now. I'm implementing it on a certain level. Okay, I'm not implementing it on the normal level anymore. I'm implementing it on a certain level based on where I want to be. However, I know that this works for anybody as long as you are human, and as long as who you are servicing or who you are targeting, they are also humans. This will work. It has worked for me, and it can work for anyone if it's worked for me. Okay, so I think that is all for now. There are other things here, but I think this is really the meat of everything. This is the meat of everything. Okay, have a wonderful day. If you find this video helpful, you can share it with someone, drop a comment, like, and see you next time. Bye.